After 5 action-packed rounds around Europe, here we have the culmination of the 2015 championship in Torun, Poland. Now, the last 2 rounds were won by a Polish man, Przemek, and he's now on his home turf. The series leader, James Dean, only leads second by 31 points, which is held by Jannis Eglete from Latvia. It's going to be a tight fight. Can the Polish remain undefeated on their home turf? Well, we'll have to see. All right, well, welcome to round 6 of Drift All-Stars in Poland. I've got James Dean next to me. You're currently leading the series with 31 points. You got a guy nipping at your butt right behind you, Jannis Eglete, the Latvian driver. How is it going into this round? You've had a really strong season. Tell me a little bit about your season leading up to this round.
Yeah, it's been a great season so far. Obviously, coming off last year's first place in the championship, it's hard to keep it going because everyone wants to beat you. But we've been feeling really strong all season. Got a podium at every round so far in Drift All-Stars, and yeah, we're just trying to keep that consistency going, and hopefully we come out on top. But I'll give it my best shot. It's going to be no easy feat here with all the local Polish drivers as well. But yeah, let's see what happens.
Now this track is a very tight and technical one. Do you think that lends to being consistent, or do you think that's going to bring out some aggressive nature in yourself, or maybe other drivers that are the consistent guys are gonna fall? Do you think this is gonna lend itself to a consistent driver, or do you think it's gonna lend itself to more of the flary kind of driver?
I think if you're over aggressive here, you're gonna get yourself into a lot of trouble. It's very tricky, especially through the transition. When you're following a lead car, you cannot see the wall, which is an inside clip, which is something new for us. And you can just see the back of the car you're chasing, so it's really easy to put a foot wrong. So if you're over aggressive, I think you might knock yourself out, but yeah, we'll just try to be aggressive in the corners and watch ourselves through that transition.
I'm here with Nigel. You're currently 4th in points. You're 5 points out of 3rd. You had a little bit of a rough season, but you've also had some really great highs. Tell me a little bit about your season. Where'd you podium this year, and going into this last round, tell me what you're feeling.
Yeah, we've had an up and down season, I guess. First round we had engine trouble, so we missed that round. So we had to do it the hard way. Yeah, so we podiumed round 2, 2nd place there. Latvia was always a bogey track for us. Didn't get a great result. Yeah, pushed on then towards the end of the season, so a good top 8 finish in Estonia, and then I guess the last round in Lithuania was just a crazy up and down, emotionally all over the place with the accident we had in practice. So yeah, we've been on the back foot, but we're catching up there now. So currently Luke Fink, my teammate, isn't here. So that'll leave us open for a 3rd place there with a good result here. So that's what we're aiming for, really. I'm
here with Przemek. Przemek, you've had a pretty phenomenal season and a pretty phenomenal last 2 seasons. You're coming off back-to-back wins off the last 2 rounds, and now we're at a very special event. This is an event that is a combination between Drift Masters, which is a Polish series that you've had a lot to do with, and you guys have collaborated with Drift All-Stars. Tell me what's going on with your mind going into this round right now.
First of all, thank you very much for these words. Now we are actually fighting for the 3rd place, me actually, in Drift All-Stars in general qualification, and I'm battling in Poland for first, to be a champion in this season. So now we have to focus really to not destroy the car and to be in the good shape. But things are looking good. Track is okay. Concrete walls are a bit scary, but I think we managed to do the track and and control the car, let's say like that. And I think that this is the main thing that we have to focus now on.
And very often you're the crowd favorite because of your aggression. I know that in twin battles you get very aggressive, and people love to watch that. And I think that's kind of your own personality coming out in your driving, which is great. But with this, like you said, there are a lot of walls. We've got an inside wall on an inside clip. How do you think? Are you going to have to tame your aggression, or are you going to be able to just? What's your mindset going into that? I know to stay consistent, are you going to have to hold back a little bit?
Yeah, this is the one place which we have to really be respectful for it, because if you're being too close and you make a tiny, too early transition, it's over, because your front is in concrete wall, and this definitely won't be a good thing to watch. But this is the only place. The rest of it, you just have to be aware of the concrete wall, to not hit it with your back. And if you manage to actually avoid the walls, then it will be fine.
Well, best of luck to you guys, and I'm sure that you guys will do it the best you can on track. And thank you for talking with me.
It's nice to see you after such a big break.
For sure. We'll get back to the action now.
What another amazing season it's been for Drift All-Stars. We've been to 6 rounds across Europe, and it's come down to this, the finals in Torun, Poland. With an all-new custom-built circuit inside the Torun Stadium, this is the perfect setting for the 2015 finals of Drift All-Stars. Qualifying went down to the wire, and James took P1, closely followed by Kuba Przegoński of Poland. Championship rival, Janis Eglete, was down in 6th. Going into the battles, it was anyone's game, with very demanding track conditions due to the half-wet, half-dry track. James would progress to the Grade 8 after beating local hero Adam Zalewski. Teammates Nigel and Janis Eglete would face off in the top 16. After an interesting battle, Nigel would grab the win, securing his countryman James Dean the 2015 championship. After many epic battles, the final came down to Poland's Kuba Przegoński versus Ireland's James Dean. Przegoński showed great form all day, but would have to lay it all on the line in the final against the freshly crowned champion. James Dean in the lead would go slightly off track and zero out his score. In the follow, James had nothing to lose against Przegoński and would put it all on the line with one of the craziest chase runs of the whole season. The score from the second run was not enough to overcome the score from the first run, and Przegoński would take the win.
Culmination of a pretty amazing year, man. 2 years back to back. Tell me what that took to get there.
Dedication from everyone involved in my team, my sponsors, my family, everyone that supports me. It's never easy coming back from a win, but this season's been great. The season was awesome. You see the trophy, man, yeah? What can be the season, yeah? I think the season is good, it's great, yeah.
So many places, so many ups and downs. Yeah, to come out with this, we're happy. It's not the top spot, but next year.
What a wild ride. Door-to-door action, 4 points of contact in the last battle. See you guys all next year.